Starters for the second qualifying dash at the top of the stretch. Number 1 is Jags Racing with Mark Haig. 2, Grayson Harv with Gilles Berriot. Outside 3, all bent out of shape, Sean Dooley. Here they come. Grayson Harv takes him by the opening quarter in 30-2. Grayson Harv takes him by the opening half in 101-1. All bent out of shape second. Jags Racing trails third. Grayson Harv by the 3/4 in 132-2. Grayson Harv, time for the mile, 2:01-3.
Horses line up for race number 1. We have 1, Emily Putnam. 2, Power Pro. 3, Won't Let Me Down. 4, Electric Rock. 5, Climb the Ladder. 6, Clover Hills Dot. Outside 7, West Gem Princess. Field of 7, first race, Showtime. They're off and pacing quickly. Climb the Ladder goes for the lead. On the inside of him is Emily Putnam as they race around the first turn. It is Climb the Ladder. Emily Putnam's a racing second. Far outside, West Gem Princess is third. Power Pro's fourth on the inside. Then Won't Let Me Down, Clover Hills Dot. And your trailers, they make their way onto the opening quarters. Electric Rock and quickly. Climb the Ladder has opened up 4 lengths on the field. Emily Putnam's racing second. West Gem Princess settles away into the rail now third. Power Pro is fourth. Racing up fifth on the outside as they go by the opening quarter. In 30-1 is Clover Hills Dot. Then Won't Let Me Down and Electric Rock trails the field as they make their way around the top turn. Race over now to the 3/8. Your leader up front. Still Climb the Ladder and Dale Spence. Racing in second is Emily Putnam as the field makes her way down the stretch in front of us for the first time. Climb the Ladder shows the way. Emily Putnam's a racing second. West Gem Princess under a snug reins racing third. Power Praise racing fourth. Then racing in fifth is Clover Hills Dot. Won't Let Me Down, Electric Rock. They're by the half in a minute. And 2/5 and round the turn they go. Race towards the 5/8 now. Climb the Ladder. Still there, still dictates the pace. Emily Putnam gets a good trip second. West Gem Princess still racing in third. Back 3 lengths to Power Pro was racing fourth. Then Clover Hills Dot and up on the outside coming now to 6 is Electric Rock. Won't Let Me Down, your trailers. They make their way to the 3/4 and Dale Spence and Climb the Ladder. They're still there. They're racing on top. 3/4, 130 and 4, and into the top turn they go. Climb the ladders on the inside. Now West Gem Princess comes to second on the outside. Emily Putnam, no room for her as they race off the 7/8. Down the stretch, they make their way for home. It's Climb the Ladder. On the outside to West Gem Princess. Emily Putnam looks for racing room. There's no room there. Halfway down the stretch, Climb the Ladder and Dale Spence look for race number 1, lifetime victory. Dale Spence to win it with Climb the Ladder. Tight for second, time for the mile. 2:02 and 3. Parading back into victory lane for the first time in his young career. Young Dale Spence comes back, this time number 5, it's Climb the Ladder. He's a brown gelding 9 by the Ponderosa out of Angel Be Great by Presidential Ball. Owned by Kenny Fudge of St. John, trained by Kenny Fudge. Dale Spence is in the bike. Lifetime driving victory number 1. Climb the Ladder, coast to coast this afternoon, 2:02 and 3. Number 5, Climb the Ladder and Dale Spence. Fuel to 5 lines up behind the gate for race 2. We have 1, March Past. 3, Alyssa Down. 4, Hamax Up Tempo. 5, Miss Paula D. On the outside, 6 has turned the rig around, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Miss Paula D from the middle of the racetrack goes for the lead, but in between horses, Hamax Up Tempo going forward as well, and down along the inside, March Past. They're 3 wide around the first turn. March Past is on top on the inside. 3 wide on the outside. Miss Paula D is racing second. In between horses now, Hamax Up Tempo settles away to be third. Alyssa Downs racing in fourth, and turn the rig around, trails the field as they make their way on to the opening quarter. Now leader up front is a Miss Paula D. Racing second is March Past. Hamax Up Tempo got away third. Alyssa Down and turn the rig around there by the opening quarter in 31 seconds flat as they race into the upper turn. Race over now towards a 3/8, and your leader up front by about 2.5 is Miss Paula D. March Past is racing second. Hamax Up Tempo now makes a move third up on the outside. Alyssa Down is racing fourth. Turn the rig around is fifth, but he's out and he's on the move as the field comes down in front of us for the first time. Towards the opening half, Miss Paula D and Scott Hubbard show the way. Up second on the outside now is Hamax Up Tempo. March Past is third on the rail. Turn the rig around's up fourth on the outside. Alyssa Down trails and make their way by the half, and 1:02 and 1 around the turn they go. Race now for the 5/8. Miss Paula D still shows the way. Up strong on the outside. Now turn the rig around quickly from third. Is now second and gives chase after the leader. Down the back stretch they make their way for the 3/4, and Miss Paula D still there. Still the boss by a half a length on the outside. Turn the rig around to second. Hamax Up Tempo's racing third. Then Alyssa Down. March Past trails the field. 133 flat by the 3/4, and around the top turn they go. Miss Paula D opens up now by about 2. Turn the rig around's racing second. Hamax Up Tempo third. Alyssa Down and March Past trails as they make their way off the 7/8 and down the stretch. They come on home. It's Miss Paula D. Turn the rig around for second. Hamax Up Tempo's third as they race down to the wire. This one's Miss Paula D to win it. Turn the rig around second. Hamax Up Tempo third. Time for the mile. 2:02 and 3. Parading back to the winner's circle now, your winner of race number 2, it's horse number 5, Miss Paula D. Bay Philly 3 by Yankee Leader out of the Bolvon's Dream Mare, Camille Bess. Owned by Charlie Ross of St. John, trained by Andrew Ward. Scott Hubbard's in the driver's seat. Miss Paula D picks up her second winning trip of 2011 this afternoon, 2:02 and 3. It's number 5, Miss Paula D and Scott Hubbard. 6 starters behind the gate. Race number 3, you have 1 Last Wind Down, 2 Simca, 3 Twilight Charm, 5 PH Catman, 6 Fun on a Star. Outside 7 Fernhill Treasure. Here they come. They're off, and Fun on a Star quickly from the outside. Twilight Charm goes with them on the inside as they make their way around the first turn. On the inside is Twilight Charm, and the outside is Fun on a Star. Racing along to be third now is Fernhill Treasure. Back racing fourth now is PH Catman. Then Last Wind Down Simca as your trailers. They make their way onto the opening quarter now on the outside. Fun on a Star now assumes the top. Twilight Charm is a racing second. PH Catman is in third. Racing fourth is Fernhill Treasure. Then Last Wind Down and Simca as your trailer as they make their way on by the opening quarter in 29 and 4. Now they swing into the top turn and race over towards the 3/8. Year leader up front still, Fun on a Star. Twilight Charm is racing along in second. PH Catman's racing third. Racing in fourth is Fernhill Treasure. There's action now up on the outside. Here comes Simca's up and on the move. As they make their way down the stretch in front of us for the first time, Fun on a Star still shows the way. Twilight Charm is racing second. Now Simca makes her way up third on the outside. PH Catman's racing fourth. Then Fernhill Treasure and Last Wind Down. They're by the half in 1 minute and 2 fifths, and around the turn they make their way. Over now to the 5/8 is still Fun on a Star. Twilight Charm is still racing second. Simca hangs third on the outside. Following up cover now, Fernhill Treasures are racing fourth, and PH Catman and Last Wind Down the backside. They race now for the 3/4, Fun on a Star. Racing second now up on the outside. Simca's come to second. Twilight Charm fades a bit third. On the outside, Fernhill Treasure fourth. 1:31 and 1 by the 3/4, and into the final turn they go. Fun on a Star's are racing on top. Back 2 lengths. Simca's are racing second. Twilight Charm, Fernhill Treasure, PH Catman, Last Wind Down. They make the turn for home. It's Fun on a Star on top by 3. Simca's racing second, and Twilight Charm on the outside is Fernhill Treasure, but as they come to the wire, it's going to be Fun on a Star to win it. Simca finishing second. Fernhill Treasure for third. Time for the mile. 2:01 and 3. Number 6, Fun on a Star. Brown mare 6 by House of Fun out of the Freight Saver mare, Jovan Stardust. Owned by Louis Bellevue, Greater Lakeburn, and Trevor Courtney of Moncton. Trained by Louis Bellevue, Gilberto driving. Fun on a Star picks up her first winning trip of 2011, pacing this afternoon, 2:01 and 3. Number 6, Fun on a Star, and Gilberto. Attention to the paddock area. Dale Spence, please. Pacers will line up behind the gate for race number 4. Field of 4, we have 1 Woodmere Quick Peak, 2 Cacafalla, 3 Full of Finesse. On the outside leaves Rockstar by Emma. Here they come. They're off, and Woodmere Quick Peak shows the way into the turn now. Cacafella gets away second. Full of Finesse is third, and Rockstar by Emma trails the field. They're in program order as they make their way around the turn. Travel over to the 8th pole with Woodmere Quick Peak. Cacafella is racing second, then Full of Finesse and Rockstar by Emma. As they make their way down the backstretch for the opening quarter, Al Jones and Woodmere Quick Peak are on top by 2. Cacafella closes up the gap and is racing second. Full of Finesse and Rockstar by Emma remain that way in order. They're by the opening quarter in 30 and 4 as they make their way into the top turn, Woodmere Quick Peak. Cacafella is racing second. Full of Finesse and Rockstar by Emma. Positions remain unchanged as they make their way off the 3/8, race down the stretch in front of us for the first time. Woodmere Quick Peak and Al Jones still showing the way. Cacafella rides the pocket second. Full of Finesse is third, and Rockstar by Emma. They make their way by the half in 1 minute and 4 fifths. In around the turn, they make their way. The next stop's the 5/8, Woodmere Quick Peak. Cacafella is racing second. Full of Finesse and Rockstar by Emma. As they make their way off the 5/8 and down the backstretch they go. Now there's movement. Full of Finesse is leaving the 3-hole and racing up now to be second. As they make their way to the 3/4, it's Woodmere Quick Peak. Now Full of Finesse up second on the outside. Cacafella's racing third. Rockstar by Emma picks up, covers outside fourth. 3/4 and 1:31 and 3. Into the top turn they go, and on the outside, Full of Finesse now shows a nose in front. Woodmere Quick Peak races with him on the inside. Tipping out now 3 wide is Rockstar by Emma, and Cacafella trails, and it's going to be a sprint on down the stretch on the far outside. Rockstar by Emma takes over the top spot. Woodmere Quick Peak on the inside, and in between horses, Full of Finesse on the outside. Cacafella at the wire. It is Rockstar by Emma to win it. Then Full of Finesse, Cacafella, Woodmere Quick Peak, time for the mile. 2:01 and 3. Back to the winner's circle now is your winner of race number 4. It's number 5, Rockstar by Emma. Big gelding 4 by Divot Hanover to the Abercrombie mare India by Emma. Owned by Cindy and Tommy Gunn of St. John, trained by Tommy Gunn. Lonnie Stokes does the driving. Rockstar by Emma picks up win number 2 of 2011, pacing this afternoon in 2:01 and 3. That's number 5, Rockstar by Emma and Lonnie Stokes. Pacers for race number 5 in the lineup behind the gate. We have 1 Dusty Lane Buster, 2 EJ's Quest, 3 Elm Grove Bandit, 4 Val Leader, 5 Rackland Fine Line, 6 Victory George outside, 7 is Skill Factor. Here they come. They're off, and Elm Grove Bandit quickly goes for the top, and on the inside of him is EJ's Quest, and leaving from the outside is Victory George. They make their way around the turn, and Dusty Lane Buster has them all scrambling as they race around the turn. On the outside, Elm Grove Bandit shows a nose in front, but Dusty Lane Buster's going with them as they make their way off the 8th pole and race down the back stretch for the opening quarter. EJ's Quest is third. Parked out fourth is Victory George on the outside, then Val Leader get away fifth. Rackland Fine Line, your trailer is Skill Factor as the field makes her way by the opening quarter in 30 and 2. We got some late afternoon hardball going on up front. Dusty Lane Busters on the inside. Elm Grove Bandits up on the outside and racing second. Enjoying that trip is AJ's Quest racing along in third. Now making a move up on the outside comes Val Leader as they make their way off the 3/8 down the stretch. They race in front of us for the first time. They're still battle up front. Dusty Lane Buster on the inside, Elm Grove Bandit on the outside. They race neck and neck. They make their way on by the half. In 1 and 4 fifths, and EJ's Quest is racing third. Outside with cover, Val Leader is racing fourth. Then Victory George, Skill Factor, and Rackland Fine Line trails the field as they make their way around the turn. Off the 5/8 and down the back stretch, and a 3 wide move now puts Val Leader third, now second, and going for the lead now. Val Leader shows it on top as they make their way to the 3/4. On the inside, Dusty Lane Buster. Skill Factor now comes to second on the outside as they make their way by the 3/4. 1:32 and 2, and into the top turn they go, and it's Val Leader. Skill Factor's racing second. Rackland Fine Line now comes to third. Victory George is fourth. The leaders are spent as they come off the 7/8 and down the stretch. They come on home. It's Val Leader on the inside. Skill Factor's up on the outside, and Rackland Fine Line's closing up on the far outside. They're halfway down the stretch. On the outside, Skill Factor. On the inside, Val Leader, neck and neck to the wire. Looks like Val Leader wins it. Then Skill Factor, Rackland Fine Line, time for the mile. 2:02 and 2. Back to the winner's circle is your winner of race number 5, number 4, Val Leader. Big gelding 6 by Yankee Leader out of the Dexter Nukes mare, Valerie Sealster. Owned by Brian Foster of Burnsville, New Brunswick, trained by Brian Foster. Mark Haig does the driving. Val Leader picks up first winning trip of 2011, pacing this afternoon in 2:02 and 2. That's number 4, Val Leader and Mark Haig. Results of race number 5 are now official. Race 5 official. Number 1, Dusty Lane Buster was 6th. Full field of 9 starters line up behind the gate for race number 6. We have 1 Magical Alex, 2 A Work of Heart, 3 Bell of the Band, 4 Found Wanting, 5 Obi Viking, 6 Noble Senator, 7 Escape the Night, outside 8 Let's Tango Lavros, 1 Trailer 9 I Wish I Wish. Here they come. They're off and pacing in. Magical Alex quickly goes for the lead. Obi Viking down the middle of the racetrack now looks forward, and in between horses is A Work of Heart as they make their way around the first turn. Magical Alex is on the inside. Obi Viking now up second on the outside. Goes for and takes over the lead. Magical Alex is racing second. Racing third is A Work of Heart. In fourth is I Wish I Wish. Bell of the Band gets away fifth and Found Wanting. Let's Tango Lavros and making a move up on the outside now is Escape the Night. And Noble Senator trails as they make their way on by the opening quarter in 31 seconds flat. Scotty Hubbard and Obi Viking show the way. Racing up now is A Work of Heart, racing second on the outside. Magical Alex is third at the rail. I Wish makes a move up fourth on the outside. Let's Tango Lavros tries to pick up the cover as the field makes their way down the stretch to race in front of us for the first time. Your leader up front is Obi Viking. A Work of Heart second on the outside. Magical Alex is third at the rail. I Wish is racing fourth. Let's Tango Lavros is fifth. They're by the half in a minute and 2/5 as the field makes their way around the lower turn, travel over towards the 5/8 now. Obi Viking on the inside, on the outside A Work of Heart. Magical Alex is racing third. I Wish fourth with cover. Then on the outside, Let's Tango Lavros is fifth. Then Bell of the Band. Escape the Night, Noble Senator, and Found Wanting trails the field as they make their way down the backstretch for the 3/4. And Obi Viking has put away the challenges so far. The next one's going to be Magical Alex as they race by the 3/4, 1:30 and 4. Into the final turn they go. Obi Viking, Magical Alex is racing a second. Racing third on the inside. As the field makes their way off the 7/8 now and down the stretch, they drive on home. It's Obi Viking. Magical Alex is racing up on the outside of Work of Heart is third. On the far outside comes Let's Tango Lavros. But Scotty Hubbard and Obi Viking are going coast to coast. Magical Alex for second, A Work of Heart for third. Time for the mile, 2:02. Winner of race number 6, it's horse number 5, Obi Viking. Big gelding 11 by Keystone Raider out of the RKP mare Debbie Spartan. Owned by Mike Morris, Mike Clinton, and Scott Hubbard of St. John. Trained by Mike Morris, Scott Hubbard drives. Obi Viking picks up win number 2 in 2011. Coast to coast this afternoon in 2:02. Number 5, Obi Viking for Scott Hubbard. Scott Hubbard will now draw out the 50-50 ticket. Starters for today's top class for race number 7 line up behind the gate. We have 1 Man in Pink, 2 Ironbro Comet, 3 New Party, 4 Magnetic Banka, 5 Slim and Sleek. On the outside, 6 is Real Bond. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Real Bond from the far outside goes for and shows on top as they race their way into the turn. Ironbro Comet gets away inside of him. They make their way, they're 4 wide around the first turn, and Man in Pink has the lead now, and in between them, Ironbro Comet. Real Bond is 3 wide. New Party's in between horses, then Magnetic Banka and Slim and Sleek trails the field as they make their way down the backstretch to the opening quarter. Little confusion there by Ironbro Comet as they make their way to the opening quarter on the outside. It's Real Bond. Man in Pink gets away second. They're by the opening quarter in 29 and 2. Magnetic Banka is third. Leaves Ironbro Comet fourth on the outside. Slim and Sleek is racing fifth, and New Party trails the field as they make their way around the top turn. Off the 3/8 and down the stretch in front of us for the first time. Real Bond is up front and showing the way. Man in Pink is racing as second. Magnetic Bank is third. Racing in fourth is Slim and Sleek. Then Ironbro Comet and New Party trails the field as Real Bond took them by the half in 58 and 4 as they make their way into the turn. The True Revel over now to the 5/8 of Real Bond. Man in Pink stays right with him. We go back 3 lengths to Magnetic Banka, who's racing third. Slim and Sleek is racing fourth. Then Ironbro Comet. New Party True Rails your field, and down the backstretch they make their way onto the 3/4 pole and Real Bond, but Man in Pink is right on his back. Racing third, Magnetic Benka. On the outside now, Slim and Sleek is moving fourth. She's now third as they go by 3/4, 129 flat. And into the final turn they go. Real Bond, a length and a half. Man in Pink is waits to move. On the outside, Slim and Sleek is third, and Magnetic Benka. Then New Party and way back to, Armbro Comet. New Party's far back as they make the turn for home. It's Real Bond, and out from second. Man in Pink comes for the drive on the outside of him, and Slim and Sleek. But Real Bond is pacing away. Finishing second is going to be Man in Pink, then Slim and Sleek third, Magnetic Benka, Armbro Comet, and New Party's yet to come. The time for the mile, 1:59. Heading back to the winner's circle, your winner of this afternoon's top class, it's number 6, Real Bond. Big gelding 6 by Real Desire to the Camlock mare Hornby Hart. Owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Trained by Robert Laffin. Robert Laffin in the driver's seat. Real Bond picks up his third winning trip of 2011, pacing this afternoon, 1:59 flat. It's number 6, Real Bond, for Robert Laffin. Stutters for the 8th and final lineup behind the gate. We have 1 Connolly CC, 2 Camco Winnett, 3 Last Dance, 4 All-American Dazzle, 5 Lenore, 6 House of Stars, 7 Wild Cherry on the outside, 8 is Ryan's Fancy. It's finale time. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Camco Winnett goes forward. In between horses, All-American Dazzle. Wild Cherry is 3 wide, and Ryan's Fancy's out there 4 wide as they make their way around the first turn. Camco Winnett zooms to the top. Racing along in second is All-American Dazzle. Wild Cherry gets away in third. Now making a move up. Now fourth on the outside comes Ryan's Fancy. Racing in fifth is Connolly CC. He's out and on the move. Next in line is a Last Dance, then Lenore, and House of Stars trails as they make their way on by the opening quarter in 30 and 4 with Camco Winnett. Ryan's Fancy's up second on the outside. All-American Dazzle is racing third. Connolly CC follows cover up fourth on the outside. As the field makes their way off the 3/8 now down the stretch, they come in front of us for the first time. Todd Trites and Camco Winnett show the way. Ryan's Fancy's a second on the outside. All-American Dazzle's racing in third. Connolly CC follows cover fourth. Then Wild Cherry racing in fifth, and Last Dance, Lenore, and House of Stars trails the field as they make their way by the half. 1:01 flat and around the turn. They race now. Next stop is the 5/8, and Camco Winnett still shows the way. All-American Dazzle's a racing second. Ryan's Fancy hangs third on the outside. Wild Cherry's a racing fourth. Connolly CC's fifth on the outside. And now tipping of the outside. Last Dancer goes from sixth. Lenore and House of Stars is trailing, but's on the move as they race down the backside for the 3/4. And Camco Winnett still there. Still the boss. All-American Dazzle's racing second. 3/4 and 1:32 and 2. And into the final turn they go. Camco Winnett opens it up. Now leads by 3. Racing second is All-American Dazzle. He can throw a blanket over the rest of them now. Shaking loose is a Wild Cherry coming to third now and down the stretch. They drive on home at Camco Winnett. Back on her home turf, leads by 4. On the outside, Wild Cherry and All-American Dazzle. Last Dance is on the outside, but Camco Winnett's going to win this one coast to coast. Wild Cherry second, tight for third. Time for the mile. 2:02 and 4. Back to the winner's circle now as your winner of race number 8 is number 2, Camco Winnett. Baymare 5 by Towel Me out of the Paris Dexter mare, Dexter's Wine, owned by Chris Davies of St. John, trained by Peter Tricarton. Todd Trites in the driver's seat. Camco Winnett picks up win number 3 of 2011 this afternoon, a coast-to-coast victory in 2:02 and 4. Number 2, Camco Winnett and Todd Trites.